Hi everyone, in this lecture we are going to talk about splitting arrays. Let's say you have many elements stored in a NumPy array. You might want to split the array for easier computation. So we have an array of 9 elements starting from 0 all the way to 8. We have 9 elements in here, right? So we have 9 elements. What is the equally sized portions? What are the equally sized portions? The number of equally sized portions that we can split this array into. So it's 9. It's completely divisible by 1, which it already is. So there is one array that holds 9 elements, but it is also completely divisible by 3. So we can, mathematically speaking, we can split this array into 3 equally sized subarrays. I'm going to say np.split, provide the array, and then the number of equally portions that you want. So it's going to split it into 3 equally sized arrays. If we say let's split it into 4 equally sized subarrays, it's not going to happen. Why? Because of this error. It says it basically says everything. Array split does not result in an equal division. So it has to be divisible by that number. Otherwise, raise value error, you're going to see this error. And you're familiar with this code, right? With this raise value error. We have talked about exception handling in Python. Now, we could also now, we cannot split it into unequal sizes, but what we can do is provide specific indices at which we want the split to start. So I'm going to say np.split. It is the X array, and let's say I want the first split to start at the index 4 and the second one to start at the index 7. So these are the items that are before the index 4. And these are the items that are before the index 7. So when the split starts as 4, here is the item that has an index of 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the index 4. And this is the item that has an index of 7. What I would like to do here is create a 2x4 array. I'm just going to put it right here. It's the array that we've been working in our previous lecture. And we can split the array horizontally. How can we do that? So first let's take a look at it. If I say P1 and P2, np.split, okay, not split. I'm going to say split it horizontally. So it's H split. What does that mean? Splitting something horizontal. It means you're going to grab subarrays from this horizontally, like from going right to left. That is going to be the horizontal split. So the horizontal split is going to end up in a vertical line. So a vertical line is coming right after the US, after the Japan, and then after the Tokyo. For example, if I want to split it that way. So 2 rows and 2 columns will be split to the left, and the other one will be split to the right. That is horizontal. Even though there is a vertical line splitting them, like from top to bottom, it is horizontal splitting. Let's provide the array, and then how many splits do we want? We want 2. If I run this, nothing is going to be shown. We can say P1 as well as P2. So print P2. So you can see it's like a vertical line. USA, Japan, USA, Japan. What are the 2 corresponding values from the below row? Tokyo, Washington, Tokyo. And then you have Turkey, India, and Ankara, Delhi, New Delhi. You can split the array horizontally into 4 sections as well. With that, we are going to say np.h split. The array, first pass the array, then the number of portions that you want. So this is horizontally 4 sections. How? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. That's why you see this USA and Washington in a 2-dimensional array. Then you see Japan and Tokyo in another 2-dimensional array. Turkey and Ankara in another 2-dimensional, and India and New Delhi in the final new dimensional. But if you do not provide equal portions or equal subarrays, you're going to get an error. Let's say 3. So we have 8 elements. How can we divide them by 3? Now, what do we get? Array split does not result in an equal division. And I mean, it's pretty descriptive, right? I don't have to explain it a lot. Now, we can also split the array vertically into 2 columns. Again, in horizontal split, the line was vertical, right? But in the vertical split, the line is going to be horizontal. It means we are splitting the array vertically. If there is one book on top of the other book, if you move them vertically, that is like splitting them vertically. It's something like that. P_1, P_2. NP dot, you guessed it right, V split. Pass the array and the number of portions. Let's print P_1 and then print P_2. There we go. So it's one book on top of the other. If you move them vertically, just keep the first book on the table as it is, and the book which is on top of it, just grab it and move it towards the ceiling. That's you're going to end up with a horizontal line between those 2 books, right? So that's actually how her vertical split works in arrays. It's a little bit counterintuitive, but if you really think about it, it is not. That's it for this lecture. See you in the next one.